context. Today, I visited an Islamic bank that operates under a Sharia board, although it's regulated by the Central Bank of Bangladesh. This Islamic
Mm.
bank claims that their investments are halal. For example, they do not provide loan for alcohol business. Yet, if
Mm.
there are any doubtful profit or income from bank side, then they keep it separated. So, if I keep a fixed deposit, they would give me a return, let's say around 10%. It's not guaranteed to be exactly 10% as it is based on profit, but it is around 10%. So I asked that why I don't bear any loss if it is truly profit sharing. And they say that the bank as a whole does not operate at a net loss. Otherwise, this bank would not be sustainable. But I made it clear, Sheikh, that I don't want to take any interest at all. So I asked for a zero return option. They said that in that case, a small amount would be deducted as a system cost, meaning I will not be able to get back the full amount I deposited. So they suggested that if I take the profit, then I can use it for my own needs. Or if I still have doubts, I could give it away to the needy without expecting any reward. So, Sheikh, what should I do in this situation? Jazakallah, Sheikh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Fahim. I normally advise people not to save their money, rather to invest their money. Because if you save $1 million, by the end of the year, the lunar year, you would have to pay, you know how much? Huh? $25,000. And next year, you will have to pay the same as the car, right? So it is best to invest in this money, whether in real estate, in buying and selling goods, even online. As for what the bank claims, this is typical conventional bank. You remind me when I was young and I went to a bank branch in our campus. And because they knew that we're studying Sharia, so they have the big sign which says the bank of whatever. It's a very huge national bank, branch of Islamic transactions. So I visited with the person in charge and I told him, you guys are funny. He said, what do you mean? I said, when you write a sign, big sign, and say this branch is for Islamic transactions, only because you are on our campus, Islamic University, that means you inclusively admit that the rest of the branches are non-Islamic and riba based, which you keep fighting everyone. Say, no, 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 this is not riba, this is pure business. So he laughed and he said, look, we have the sign or only for people like you because they like to hear the word Islamic. Okay. Otherwise, your payment, your deposit, and the deposit of a belly dancer and the deposit of a drug dealer, everybody, we don't really care. Money is collected, put in the same safe deposit or the bank, and then we lend it to people. We don't care about what kind of business they will do. They will open a nightclub, they will build a masjid, and the interest rate is fixed. Now they say, okay, the interest rate is not fixed, it's between 9 to 10. Will that make it lawful? No, because investment is different than saving. If it is investment, I'd like to know what you're investing in. Banks do not invest. Banks only lend and they take interest. They do not invest. If they do invest, I'd like to know. Maybe my profit would be 20%, not just 7 or 8%. And of course, if it is an investment, then it is subject to profit or loss. So my share will be in proportion with the amount which I spent or invested, not saved.